All right, so the next activity is how-to videos. You're going to see them released when I open them up. And under I'm a consumer, you will see the second area of content open up as well. So let's just look at this part because this is kind of like your overview map of what to expect here. So what happens in this content area? There's actually sort of a significant amount of videos and content to read for this one. But there's only two things that you need to do. So there's a discussion, and I've linked up the general how to take part in a discussion, but you can also look back at the videos that are instructional here for how to take part in a discussion. And then there's going to be an assignment. So that's basically what you need to do for this one. So let's look. Actually, I'm going to do an overview of the content and then I'll do the discussion video separate. Sorry, sometimes I have to think this through when I'm doing it in the best way. Okay, so I'll do the discussion overview in a minute. So this discussion is kind of a funny one when we get to it though. So please make sure just watch the video first. So that's going to be the only thing that I say about that. Skip the instructions to the discussion that come right after this video. So as that loads, I'm going to scroll past that fairly quickly. So the next part, you're going to be looking at visualizing media studies. So the image below, it's a visualization of the key terms of media studies. So the text, the audience, and production. And each of these terms is tied to important concepts because these terms and concepts are essential parts in the course. Take a few moments to explore this image. So you're going to explore this image, but I've also created this image in a template Google Doc form so that you can sort of reference it easily when you're doing assignments. So it is here, but then a little lower, I'm going to show you what I created. So basically, you're going to look at the different areas. So if we think about audience in the media or in media studies, basically different audiences, it's important to know that different audiences are going to interpret the media messages differently. So that's an important part. Who's actually watching and how are they going to feel about what they're watching? And depending on your background, your interpretation of media messages can be totally different than another person's. And we're going to talk about that as well. What else? So all media basically contains value messages. There are constructions, and media have special interests. So some of their interests are commercial, some are social, some are philosophical, and some are political. And then we have production. So when you're creating media types, there's unique techniques, forms, styles, and conventions in terms of producing media. And as we go through the course, we will talk about this in more detail. So I'm going to let you can go through these pieces on your own. I'm just going to reset it there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have a look here. So there's a video and there's about 3 of them in a row. And what you need to do is watch the video and then have a look and sort of answer these questions below. So you're going to look at what is the narrative of the text? How does it tell a story? And then I want you to think of it on your own before you look at the answers that are provided. So same thing with the codes and conventions. And also in terms of values and beliefs that are being represented, and then those values and beliefs that are being left out. You do that again for another video, same thing. You'll be able to answer some of the questions. And then the third video, the link, I don't know, somehow it wouldn't embed anymore. So I ended up just going onto YouTube. This is the video. So it's that Kendall Jenner Pepsi ad video. So I want you to watch that and then go through these questions as well. next step, you will be, this is a really cute video, the present, and you are actually going to do your next assignment based on this video. So you're going to watch it once and then work through this task about the media triangle relative to the video. And then you're going to move on, and it's going to talk about sort of some of the codes and conventions, audience manipulation, ownership, control, and depth. And so there's some videos that are here that look at how, say, YouTubers' analysis of how you can manipulate an audience, and then also some of the codes and conventions used by producers. And we are going to dive deeper into that as well. And then there's a text below that shows who owns the media in Canada. So ownership makes a difference on how media is produced and what media outlets tend to put out, whether they're going to be sort of more conservative values or more liberal values, more of an environmental spin, those sorts of things. So we're going to dive into that more later. Again, you can do the media triangle. This discussion is not required. This link will give you a dead link. I will make note of that on our overall page. So once you get all through that, you have this assignment that you're going to do. So I will do a quick video on the discussion as well as the assignment, but that is basically what you're going to be doing with this content area. So you are spending sort of a little bit more time learning on your own before you are submitting or without submitting anything to me. But those things will, those things are going to come. Sorry, I just got a text message. Now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, they're going to come up again and again in the course. So it's worthwhile to spend some time and really sort of get a handle on how the media uses these different tools. Okay.